Hi, everybody. So today in reading, we're going to be doing what is called a character analysis, which means we are going to try and figure out what our character is feeling, how they're acting, what they're saying, and what they're thinking. And that should help us be able to describe the character to someone that's never read this story before. So we are analyzing the character to be able to describe them to somebody else. So yesterday we read this story called Nightlights. I'm going to read it again. And this time we are going to really look at our character Mickey. And we are going to describe her through how she feels, how she acts, what she says, and what she thinks. So here we go. Let's read. Nightlights. What is keeping Mickey awake? There were lights flashing outside. No matter what I did, I could see those lights. I couldn't figure out what they were, so I started worrying. I turned away from the window and closed my eyes, but then I had to open them just a crack to see if the lights were still there. Flash, flash, off, flash. I rolled towards the window and watched. Maybe I could figure it out. I started listing things. Car lights? Not bright enough. Police car flashers? Not blue and red enough. Spaceships? Not likely. All right, this is really bugging me. I have to go ask Mom, I finally concluded. I padded downstairs where my mom was reading a magazine. She was a little surprised to see me. The lights are flashing upstairs, I said. They are? She said it with that "this is a great excuse for being out of bed" look on her face. I can't figure out what it is, I continued, hoping for some comfort. To my relief, she put down her magazine and steered me back upstairs. We laid across my bed on our stomachs and watched out the window. Mom knew right away. Mickey, do you remember driving up to visit Uncle Walt last month? She asked. I nodded. Do you remember how long it took? I nodded again. Well, Uncle Walt is having a thunderstorm way up there where his house is. The lightning is sort of shining off the clouds, so we can see the flashing down here, even though the storm is far away from us. Oh, I said. I thought to myself, well, that makes sense. After all, what else causes lights to flash in the sky? Aliens? Not likely. Okay, so that's our story. Now let's go back and look at Mickey. And let's look at the things that she says and does, how she feels, how she acts, to really figure out who she is as a character. So let's start in paragraph 1. It says, there were lights flashing outside. No matter what I did, I could see those lights. I couldn't figure out what they were, so I started worrying. This right here. I started worrying. Is that something she's feeling, acting, saying, or thinking? Well, that's something that she's feeling. She feels worried. So I have a character analysis page here for Nightlights, and on it I've written the word fast, and that stands for feelings, actions, says, and thinks. So we know that she is feeling worried. Mickey feels worried. What else do we know? She turned away from the window, but then she had to open them just a crack to see if the lights were still there. That tells me that she's still curious, too, because even though she was trying to forget about it, she still wanted to see if it was there. So that's an action. It's something that she did. So that would be still looking at the lights. Sorry, I used the @ sign instead of the word. So she's still looking at the lights. She rolled towards the window and watched. Maybe she could figure it out. And then she goes through how all the different things that it could be. So she's still looking, and she's thinking about it too. So she's thinking about what the lights could be. All right. What else happens? Oh, she goes downstairs to get her mom. Is that something that she feels, an action she does, something she says, or something she thinks? Well, that's an action. She goes to get her mom. It's something she physically does. Okay. What else happens? Oh, look at what she says. The lights are flashing upstairs. They are, said Mom. I can't figure out what it is. Remember, we're only looking at Mickey. So paragraph 5 is Mickey talking, and paragraph 7 is Mickey talking. This one is Mom. Mom is talking. So Mickey says the lights are flashing upstairs, and she can't figure it out. That's something that she says. And that I'm going to put in quotation marks. The lights are flashing. Can't figure it out. She says both of those things. The lights are flashing, can't figure it out, right? And then she gets this word right here, to my relief. Mom puts down a magazine and goes with her back upstairs. And they laid on the bed. And then it says right here, Mom knew right away what it was. So we have another feeling. She feels relief. Let's make sure we spell it right. R-E-L-I-E-F. When Mom comes with her upstairs. Okay, all of this is a character analysis about Mickey. This can help us understand who Mickey is as a character. So let's read through this real quick. Feelings. She's worried about the lights because she doesn't know what they are. And then she feels relief when her mom comes with her upstairs. So what are some things that she does, her actions? She's still looking at the lights, even though she doesn't know what they are. And she goes to get her mom. Those are things that she does. Things that she says. The lights are flashing and she can't figure it out. Things that she thinks. She keeps thinking about what the lights could be. So what does this tell us about Mickey as a character? Well, it tells me that Mickey is a curious person that will try to figure out a problem. Right? Mickey is a curious person that will try to figure out a problem. And then, if she can't figure it out, she's not afraid to ask for help. So this is how I would describe Mickey from this story, from Nightlights. I would say Mickey is a curious person that will try to figure out a problem. However, she is not afraid to ask for help. And I can back that up with all of this evidence. Today, you're going to be doing a character analysis on the moon from our story, How the Firefly Got Its Light. Character analysis. You are looking at feelings, actions, what they say, and what they think. Make a chart like this in your journal, in your reading journal. F-A-S-T, fast. And write down things you think about the moon as you're reading through our story. What is the moon feeling? What are his actions? What does he say? What does he think? And then answer the question on your slide in ClassKick. If you have any questions about this, please let me know.